kids!
Hello, kids. Welcome to our channel. Today's story is The Foolish Friend. It's about a kind king and his silly friend who always wanted to help, but sometimes made big mistakes. What do you think happened when his foolishness went too far? Let's find out.
In a grand palace surrounded by lush, sun-drenched gardens, lived a kind king named Vikram. He had many guards and advisors, but his most trusted companion was a nimble monkey named Kapi, whom he had raised from infancy. Their bond was a peculiar sight, but a strong one. Kapi loved the king dearly and took his role as a friend very seriously. He saw himself not just as a pet, but as the king's personal, furry bodyguard. He was always watchful, always alert, and fiercely loyal. One hot afternoon, the gentle hum of the garden bees and the sweet scent of jasmine flowers made King Vikram feel sleepy. "Kapi, my friend," he yawned. "I am going to rest here for a while. Please keep watch and ensure nothing disturbs my slumber." "Of course, Your Majesty," chattered Kapi. The king soon fell into a deep sleep. Kapi, ever dutiful, picked up a large palm leaf and began to gently fan the king, his brow furrowed with concentration. All was peaceful until a tiny, buzzing fly arrived. It danced in the air before landing right on the sleeping king's nose. The king's nose twitched, but he did not wake. Kapi scowled. He shooed the fly away with the leaf, but the fly was persistent. It buzzed around in a lazy circle and then landed boldly on the king's chest, right over his heart. Kapi growled softly. This tiny pest was disrespecting his king. He waved the leaf faster and faster, but the fly was too quick. It would buzz away, only to return to the exact same spot on the king's chest. Kapi's simple mind filled with rage. The fly had become an enemy that had to be defeated at all costs. His eyes darted around the garden, searching for a better weapon. He spotted it at once, the king's own ceremonial sword, resting in its scabbard against the divan. In Kapi's mind, a brilliant but terrible idea was born. A bigger problem required a bigger swatter. With all his might, the little monkey dragged the heavy sword from its scabbard. He crept closer to his sleeping friend, took careful aim at the tiny fly on the king's chest, and raised the great sword high above his head. "Begone, pest!" Kapi shrieked, and with a mighty heave he brought the sword down with all his force. The blade sliced through the air, swift and true. It struck the fly, obliterating it instantly, but it did not stop there. The heavy sword cut deep into the king's chest. King Vikram's eyes flew open for a single shocked moment before closing forever. A terrible silence fell over the garden. Kapi stared, his face a mask of confusion, at the still form of his beloved friend. The fly was gone, but so was the king. Moral: it is far better to have a wise enemy than a foolish friend. A well-intentioned fool, in their ignorance, can cause more harm than the cleverest of foes.
If you like the story, please subscribe to the channel. We'll bring you more fun stories. Till then, stay healthy